are all sitting here shooting the shit.
Yo, what's up? I'm your host, DJ Duss, with my co-host, Bamboo. What's up, Bam?
Yeah, what's good, brother? What you saying tonight?
Good Friday night so far. A few drinks in, just taking it easy, winding down.
Okay, I haven't even gotten to that yet. Finish up my tea, get into my Henny.
That's
You
good,
know
that's
what I mean?
good. All right, we have a special guest again today. We have Tora Woloshin back on. She's actually at work. Tora, what's up?
Hello, how
What's
are
going
you?
on?
Look, everyone, she actually took
What is
time
going
while she's working. I
on?
appreciate this. How you doing, Tora? Things are good?
I'm good. I'm trying to get this light hair.
Are
There you
you
go.
allowed to say what you're filming for?
Technically no.
Okay, that's fine.
But
Don't say anything.
yeah, it's already a show that's on Netflix currently.
Sweet.
So it's the Kaminsky method.
Oh, bad. There it is.
But like
You're
I'm
being
just
politically
being-
correct. I knew that already. I knew that already. I'm like, let's
It's
just not
okay.
let's not fuck things up and blow things up. I'm like, let's ask her
Yeah.
first, though.
Right.
Yeah, it's not too big of a deal. I can't just I just can't talk about
Of course, like episodes and
what's
stuff,
going
right?
Yeah. Like
It's funny 'cause,
who's making their appearances and all that.
Yeah, because I never really thought about that because I've heard other, because I listen to podcasts since we have one, and people are always like, they always ask the insider, like, so tell me what happened in that episode.
Right, yeah.
Oh, so did you die in that movie? And they're like, yo, dude, fuck off. I can't mention that, Because there's like
Yeah.
paperwork they sign too. There's like a disclosure, right? You have to sign. I don't know if you have to sign it, but most people have to sign a disclosure to not say anything, right?
Right. But usually it's like it's just included on your
Oh, okay.
Standard contract?
Yeah, it just depends on like if you went through an agent or if you went through a casting company. It's usually included in
That makes sense.
what you sign with them, that you're not allowed to do such and such with the bigger actors. You're not allowed to talk about this, that, and the other things. Confidential. You can't post social media.
So what do you like, let's say if you did, what's the outcome? What happens?
I won't get booked again.
That's it. It's over. You
Yeah,
blackballed
yeah.
yourself. Just-
Right. I mean, I could book myself on like all kinds of different things,
Yeah.
but I mean, the casting company I go through probably wouldn't book me again.
Yeah. She's like,
Okay.
"She's a
Yeah,
big mouth.
yeah,
Don't
they
get
don't
her
mess
on
around, right? Yeah, but I do that. We not do that.
It just
But
brings-
however, there are some things that I can't show you now because I think I'm a little bit far from it.
Okay.
Man, I wish I can. You could see pictures on my Facebook of the Friends Fountain.
What's up?
Yeah, I
That's
played in it a
dope.
little bit for a hot second.
Okay. Well,
Security
like,
came, she ran out.
Right.
gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, no. Yeah, well, just on a side note, it's just like, say I wanted to get into a show or something like that. What process would I have to take to get there? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, if you don't have any experience yet, I would probably start with doing doing audience work, and then
That's a job?
eventually, yeah. They actually,
Wow.
like Ellen DeGeneres and
Okay.
The Real, all those TV shows, Doctors, they all hire models and actors for their audience, including the regular
Wow.
people that buy their tickets.
Yeah.
Because if they weren't to hire those people, then they'd have like a crowd full of old people, you know what I mean, or a crowd full of like one
That's
like
true.
specific type of people that watch that show. So they
Yeah.
want to, in order to engage a younger, more hip
Wow.
watchers, audience, then they like to, it's kind of like a little undercover sly thing they do.
Yeah,
to
no,
kind
that's,
of,
I would have never guessed, but it makes
Yeah.
sense, right? It makes
right,
sense.
right.
so how would you go about getting to that position? Like, how would you,
There's websites. There's like Standing Room Only does it, and they actually pay you. They pay you to go and sit in that audience, and you win free stuff, and you
You win the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
that you have to
yeah.
give back, or
you don't give
Yeah, I
back.
like
You don't
this
have to give
job.
back. You're part of the audience.
That's
You know what I
dope.
mean?
That's
So
dope.
I
you
like
have
this
the
job.
opportunity to win just like everyone else.
so
thank you. No, I like
Yeah,
that job.
yeah.
That sounds like a job. That sounds like a job I can do.
Bam's like, sit in the audience?
Yeah. But like after you start getting, because you definitely want to get a feel for how things work behind the camera and behind the
Right.
scenes before you start working on actual TV and movie sets, because they won't hire you back if you're like stumbling around, you don't know what to do. They'll be like,
Oh,
nah,
okay.
this fool's like, he's not
Yeah.
experienced. He needs to start over, you know what I mean? So
Gotcha.
So a step above the audience casting is like different things, like even Craigslist. I've found a lot of my really good, really well paid gigs on Craigslist, modeling and acting, and
Okay.
a lot of like clothing lines look for their models on Craigslist.
Okay.
And then there's also like Backstage, which is like, I think it's like $10 a month, but there's kind of, you have a broad range of different situations. Like they post for modeling gigs, commercials, all types of different things on Backstage. And then there's like then there's Central Casting, which is who booked me on most of these shows I've been doing lately. And they're like a casting company, and they book background extras and like stand-ins for bigger TV shows, movies, that type of thing. Yeah.
Well, let's not give out all the secrets to everybody else, because I just wanted it. You know, to be honest with you, I'm starting to regret that even I asked you why we doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
The secret's out. The secret's
should have
out.
kept this to myself.
Yeah, because Bam asked me, like, how do you get it? I was like, that's an awesome question. I don't know anything about it.
Well, you know, I've been doing this since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
You know, I did a commercial in preschool, so you know, it's just,
is this commercial?
Once you're in, you know, you kind of have all the little tips, all the secrets of
Is this
where to
commercial
go.
still on YouTube, or can we still find this commercial?
I don't
It's on
think
the
so.
net.
I don't
It's
even
on
know
the
if
net.
I've ever seen it.
Wow.
It was literally, let's see, I want to say 27 years ago, 26 years ago.
Yeah.
So shoot.
Who knows? What was the commercial for?
It was actually for a preschool. I was playing on the playground.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. She's like, I think she can do this.
Yeah. She's like, actually, look at her go. Let's
There you
do
go.
it.
Go play.
We'll just film her now. Like,
It's like, is that a creepy guy filming me, or is this an actual cast?
Oh shit! You know, that's happened to me before. That's crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
That's
No
fucked up.
way. So when did you find out you got this gig?
This one here. I've been doing this here for a few weeks now. They've been calling me back a lot.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess it's been about a few weeks, and I think they're filming until the end of December.
Nice.
So on another topic, I know that you weren't a huge fan of Donald Trump. Are you happy that he's...
Oh yeah, more than happy. Because you know, if he wasn't, I'd be in prison. So hey, look, I
damn.
don't have to go to prison.
She's gonna get locked up.
It got serious.
I'm
going to tell you a story. We went on vacation. Bam, were you? I don't know if you were at the table with me. No, you weren't. It was me, this other American guy, the two friends that we met in Germany, and then the two Russian guys. And this lady goes, "Where are you from?" The guy's like, "I'm from the United States." She goes, "Are you a Trump supporter?" And he says
gosh.
yes. And this little girl
Oh, I remember that.
went bonkers.
What did she do?
Like she's like he doesn't support people like me, and she's on the table, and she's a little girl, right? And at first you kind of you're like, okay, give it to him a little bit. She left. She comes back and just gives it, lays it into him. And now you got the German guys going, listen, he has every right to be supporting whoever you want. We're all on vacation. Just
Right.
She's like, no. She wouldn't let it go. The boyfriend had to scoop her and drag her away. It was bad.
Oh,
Were you there at all, Bam, or no?
No, I heard about it. You told me about it. And I was like,
It
that's
was
crazy.
intense, man.
I said, she lucky she didn't see me, because I would have been messing with her head, because I always tell people, you know, I go, why you got to be bagging on my man Trump like that, right?
Oh, yeah,
and
you blow people's head up.
The look in their face is like, really? And I'm like, he's an idiot. You know what I mean? I know it, you know it, but you know what? If I can get a rise out of you by saying certain things, I do it just to do it. You know what I mean? Because I was in Cuba when he got elected, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was in communist Cuba chilling, having a great time, and people were stopping me talking about, I'm sorry
Right?
he got elected.
True story.
I shit
People
you
knew
not,
where he was
bro.
from because we were there a couple days, and they would literally stop him and be like,
Like, you could stay here.
I'm sorry.
Stay here with us.
I
From
told
other
this-
countries, from Germany, all over the place,
We were-
like, oh, we sorry.
There
for
was a
you,
lady
man.
next to me from, she was from Germany, and then her and her husband came and had a few drinks and ate with us, and she literally stops him and starts asking him questions like, "What's gonna happen?" Like she
you
was
okay?
so concerned. Like it was just like, wow. I don't know. We found out at 4 o'clock in the morning over there. We came back
my
from
gosh.
the bar. We turned on CNN and we went, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" It was one of those
Right.
scenarios.
They
Yeah,
kept
Like, is
calling
this
me. I'm like, I
real?
don't care. I'm trying to
that's
go to
exactly
sleep.
it.
Like,
Is it
oh,
real?
the Onion is broadcasting now? Wow.
Yeah, it was insane. It was totally insane. But just in case you get called out back to work, tell us your new single.
Yes.
Well, my new single, it comes out on the 27th, 7 days. It's called Eclipse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of a little rebrand, genre bending situation that I am. It's officially rebranding for the new year, but this song is like a little teaser.
That's
Okay,
dope.
okay.
So on the 27th, hit up Spotify.
100%.
Definitely,
Don't worry, we'll spread that for you. Don't worry about it. That's what
For
we'll do up
sure.
here.
We get the people out there. Now, you know, independent artists as yourself. Now, are you going to the studio to record, or you just, you know, got a home little studio mic?
Yeah, I have a
everything
home
set up?
studio.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah,
So I will definitely message you later. So, anyways,
Definitely, let's do it.
you know, that's good to know.
Now, Bam's going to ask you 2 questions. Can you help
Okay.
him out on a track? And what buttons do I press?
Pretty much.
No,
I'm kidding.
Yo,
That's
he
good.
did-
I'm Bam, I'm going to blow your spot up right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead. I
I'm
don't care.
sorry. This
You know,
is-
when
this
it comes to this internet and finger tapping, and you know,
a
I'm
true
not all
story.
into that. You know,
So,
not
Tora,
into all
Tora,
that.
he's like, listen, I went on YouTube. I think I know how to mix this down, he says to me. He sends it to me. So I called him back. I said, whatever you do the opposite. It was so bad. It was so bad.
What happened?
I'm not an engineer.
don't
See,
know.
I
I
got
was
my own
like,
little
what?
setup
I
at
didn't
home,
even-
right?
I was like, what the
He
fuck
just
is
starts pressing shit. He's like, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, a
He's
little
like,
reverb
let's
here,
level.
echo there. You know, let's turn this up, let's turn that down.
I was
you know?
like, oh my God. I'm like, you do know people go to school for this, right? Like, it was one of those, like,
But you know, I'm one of those. You know, watch the YouTube tutorial, and I
Right,
think I know what
right.
they're doing.
Dude.
But
the YouTube tutorial
Man.
let me down one time because I was trying to put a tie on and I couldn't. The YouTube guy's like, do this. And I was like, I don't.
no,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
learned
yeah.
how to do.
Yeah.
I learned how to do tie for my brother. You know what I mean? So,
Ties are a little tricky though.
yeah. You know.
Yeah, it
Can
would
you-
be hard to
I'm going to tell you
watch
right
on
now.
the video.
I can't. I still don't know how. It was. So I show up at the house, my buddy's house, and I'm like, does anybody know what this is? So he has to knock on his neighbor that I've never met in my life and have this other man put this tie around me and be like, yeah, go ahead. It is what it is.
But
Tora, I
once
gotta
you get it, it never goes away. I mean, you might not get it right the first 2 times, but it'll come to you. You know,
Right.
It's like tying
It's
your shoe.
ego crushing,
Well, that's
man.
better.
When the guy did it real quick on the YouTube, I was like, this is a joke. Like, and then I go and do it, and I'm like, what the? Dude, sweating, like anger.
Oh,
The
my
tie's all crooked, and I'm like, just rewatch
It's
it.
like ripped.
I'm like, rewatch it, pause it, take the look at it. You're like, no, I couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
Tora, have you
Yes.
ever, because, you know, obviously being involved in music and being an actress, and you've been in the social media world probably from the beginning.
Yeah.
You're a little bit behind.
Yeah. Way behind, little bit behind, way behind.
Okay, I was like, yo, I'm like, leave me out of this. Criticism. How the fuck do you deal with it?
Ugh.
How do you?
That's a
like,
good question. I've never
because-
been asked that question because I literally hate it.
I
I
just
hate
went-
social media so bad, and I have to have it. I have to have it for my business. Like,
Yes,
I literally will be unsuccessful if I don't
that's right.
have like multiple platforms. So it's like, it's frustrating. It's probably one of the most frustrating things about my career is the necessity of it, the need for it.
Okay. Okay.
We made a few podcasts I don't know a while ago, and some dude told us we should eat a bunch of dicks or some shit like that. I take that shit personal.
Well, they see. I think that.
And the reply
You
is-
should have said how many.
I reply back and I'm like, where do you live? Like, it's an automatic. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, it ruins my day. I'm like, why did I let this guy bother me? Like, I don't get it.
And
Eat a bag dance.
between the two of us, I'm the nice one. But
Yes,
like I said, when
yes.
it comes to criticism, you know, I hear it, I see it. Okay, cool. And when I see you, we're gonna have a problem.
Dude, I
about this
suck. That's
situation.
fine. Eat a
You-
bunch of
you know what
dicks.
I
I was
mean?
like, why'd you gotta take it that much further? Like, it was, like
I
stop.
I think I might have a hard time trying to restrain myself from smacking somebody. You know what I mean? When I actually see them. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You can see what you want to say. It's fine and dandy. But when I see you, oh yeah, you the one that
Right.
said eat
This
a
is
dick.
why. This is
you
why.
know what I mean?
This is why okay, Tora, I had to block a little kid today on Instagram.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's my new
Is he
friend.
the one
That's-
who said that?
No.
No.
Oh.
No,
So,
this one's
so,
him.
so
This
there
one's
was a
him.
post up of a basketball player that got signed, and he's 4 years, 72 million. And he's a okay ball player. And I write, he's not worth the money. Didn't think I offended.
Oh.
I expect the basketball player to tell me off. This guy's like, shut the fuck up, you schmuck. But he wrote it as like, like 4 letters. So it took me about 10 minutes to figure out what the fuck he was trying to say to me. I'm like, what is it? That's oh no, he didn't. So I write, relax. Because I'm not relaxed right now. He goes, that's a chump thing to say. So now I have to DM him and say, buddy, relax. And block him. And I looked at his picture and I think he was 16, 15.
I like that guy. We got to get him on
that
the
age,
podcast. Let y'all have a little
he's
debate.
living for his social media.
But he's so sick. But you know, us growing up, we said something. You have to approach this person. We didn't have the social media
There you go.
platform where I'm
agreement.
gonna hide
Let's
behind.
talk it out.
You should have said, oh yeah, I'll eat a bunch of dicks, but I have more than a life than social media, unlike you.
To the first guy. What about the little kid?
Because that's literally his whole life. That's probably his whole life.
Like
He
kid.
wakes up to it, he goes to sleep to it, and he probably it controls him emotionally. It probably controls
you're
him
right. You're right.
emotionally.
It is. But
So he's
man,
all about that.
So
type
that's
of
why I was
shit.
asking someone, a veteran into
She's too nice.
the
She's too
social
nice.
media game. I bet you she has knives in her pockets.
No, you should see some of the posts that I keep my posts up when I'm talking shit to people.
Oh, nice.
I keep it. I've talked some mad shit.
That's what we talking about. That's what we talking about.
It's
Look,
a
Yeah.
generational thing. I'm telling you.
I think it is. It's usually the younger ones too. They're like, maybe I don't know shit, and I'm gonna just talk shit because I'm stupid. Like,
That's my point. Well, the thing is, it's like I said, back when we were younger, the shit talking was more face to face. We didn't hide behind it.
Right,
So now that when
right.
these people hide
you didn't
behind
have
the
a computer to hide.
Yeah, now they hide behind computers, and I'm just like, one time, this is a true story. I had a fake profile, and the guy was on my ass every day, and I almost got mad, and I start saying, fuck it. So I start messaging him back saying, hey, how are you doing today? And he told me to fuck off every day, every single day. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I have no idea who this guy was. He ended up blocking me. So
Troll.
back then
You're
I had
troll.
a bit, okay. Back then I had a little more time because I was DJing 3 nights a week. That was fine.
Right.
So I created another account that said, it's me again. And he blocked that one too. But I had to
hilarious.
flip the script, you know what I mean? Because I was like, man, he's really getting to under my. So whatever I did to this guy was very mad, obviously, because he obviously took the time to create an account and come and attack me. But then I was like, man, but I was always killing him with a complaint. Man, hope you have a good day. And like, fuck you. And I'm like, man, okay, man, good night, buddy. You know what I mean? But it drove him nuts. I loved it.
That's funny.
So,
Yeah.
Tora, being a performer, being an actor, what are some of the things you fucking hate? Like, is there something that you just a certain part before
Like,
stage, someone behind stage?
People that are
stupid-
ignorant
yeah.
and arrogant at the same time.
Okay.
Like they just don't know, but they're just like, oh yeah, this is the answer, even though like it's like ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
hate that.
See, I got that in the DJ
I was like,
world.
sit down.
See, that's exactly it. The DJ world was the number one line in the DJ world was, "Do you know what song everyone's gonna like?" And I'm like, like you've taken a study, you went around the room taking notes, like, and you're looking at the dance floor and you're like, it's doing pretty good, like, and you're like, what the fuck do you know that I don't know? Like,
Right.
this is my job. Like, body language is my job. And I was sitting there going, this guy's joking. Like, do you know? And I'm like, oh, I can't take this no more. At clubs, I just have bouncers around me, and I just
Yeah.
say, ask them what the request was, and just nod yes, you'll play it, even though I'm not gonna play it. Like, I had to like.
Right.
But then when it gets more intimate into weddings, it was pretty brutal. But that's what I hated, was this, they assumed they knew your job better than you. And even though I did
Right.
it for a living for X amount of years, it's like,
Well, it's always someone
I
who
have
think
a
they know
question for
better than
you.
you.
yes, ask any questions.
For
So
who? Him or me?
know him.
Okay.
So when you were DJing, did you ever get the people that would come ask you to play a song, but you literally hated that song so much, or you just didn't want to play it for some reason, that you told them that like the queue was so long that they would have to wait and just like never play their song?
Oh, you mean the DJ lie? Oh,
Yeah,
he's
like the
he's
people
infamous.
that the request
I'm
line,
not
you know?
infamous. I'm pretty straight up.
Like, you know, I
No.
gotta play everyone else's requests first.
I'm pretty
Gotta wait.
honest. I'm pretty honest. I'm and I get the I never use that excuse. All my other DJ friends have.
Yeah.
I would be the one that looked at you dead in the face and said, "No, it sucks."
Like, your song sucks, bitch.
And then it'd be like, you'd get the, "No, it doesn't," and I'm like, "Yes, it does." That's one. I would be more honest. I'd be straight up with people. People don't understand the difference between a song that's in a car. You know, there's songs you can just cruise to in a car, and a song that you play on a dance floor. They can't define the difference. It's like, I get the song's great. It's just not great for this moment. And that's where I have the issue, and you got to break it down to them. Or that's the biggest issue. Or if you already fucking played it and they want you to play it again. The song that destroyed me at first, I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought about retiring was Single Ladies. Okay?
Oh
by Beyonce.
my gosh. I hate that song.
Fuck, I was like, no, I'm not playing this shit again.
Yeah, funny. You're funny because it's nice knowing the DJ because you get to hear the DJ aspect. I'm the guy
Right.
I'm making a request, so you know
Just got
I'm
like,
the guy.
play that again.
You know, I'm the guy to go up and go, yo, can you play this track? And I get that, yeah. And then you go away thinking he gonna play your track, and 20 minutes later he ain't play your track, and I'm like 4 or 5 more drinks in with the Henny. Now he's getting the look of death from me, like
Right,
you
now
better
you-
play my
oh,
track,
you better
or
play
me and
my
you gonna have a
song.
fucking problem.
Never
You
seen
understand
that
what I'm
look
saying?
before. Yeah.
You know, but it's different from people. But you know how we do, Joe. We crazy like that.
Alex said it best. This is the best line ever. Can you play this song next? I'm leaving. Who gives a fuck? Leave. just listen to it in
What
your
you
car.
doing here in the first place?
It's like, so you're telling me I'm going to play this track. You're not going to bring any more money to this bar. You're actually leaving after. Did you thought that was the greatest fucking excuse of why I should play it?
That's the worst. Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst
Yeah,
way to ask
that's
for a
funny.
song. I
Play
ain't
it.
gonna lie.
Can you
That's
play
the
it
worst
soon? I'm
way.
leaving. I'm like, dude, just fuck off. Put it in your car. Put it in your iPod. Stick it in
Right.
your. I don't give a shit. Get out. That one. I never understood that one. I never. That one blew my
leaving.
mind. But yeah, DJing was is definitely interesting. I learned psychology through the music business with DJing was with fucking up. With fucking up. Because I'd usually go into a club at 10, probably drank with some of my friends earlier. So I'm on a different tip than these people. And I remember playing all the old school tracks because I was loving it. And people were looking at me like I was crazy. Then I've come to the conclusion that the older songs would be played later when they're drunk too and
That's
singing
right.
along. So I caught on to a certain psychology of music. So it's not what people were like, how the fuck did you do that? And it's always like I can give the same 100 songs to the next guy. And I'm not saying I'm a better DJ, but I think I can plan it out better. Like I
Right.
get a better reaction from them by seeing body language. That's all. That's all it took. So yeah, but there is that typical lie. Yes, your song's coming up soon and they give you the middle finger. Would you rather be lied to or tell you straight up that I'm not playing it? What would you rather? And you can be mad both ways. I don't care.
Lie to me.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Lie
Man,
to me. Lie to me. At least I go out and drink
I
some
don't
more.
know.
You know,
That's yeah.
don't make me upset and then I
I'd
go
say
back and drink
if you
because
really
I'm a
want
bubble.
me to stay at the if you care about the
Okay,
bar, you
let's
want me
be-
to stay. Maybe lie to me.
Tora?
But then, like, by the time it's ready for me to leave, and you haven't played it yet, like, you're playing it. You're
Quick
playing
question.
it before
That's
I leave.
legit. That's down. That's
Like,
down. Okay.
I'd be like, I'm not leaving until you play this song. How about that?
And then maybe they don't want you to leave. Hold on a sec. Now, has that ever happened to you where you ask for a song and
There
because girls
was a-
get away with it more than us. I'm
Well, there
telling
was
you.
a place that I used to go to that would get hella busy, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes like they legit like just they had so many requests that they actually
happens,
did
yeah.
take. But I think there were a couple times where the DJ was hella rude. And I think that's what really got me was like I went to request a song and he treated me like I was that motherfucker, like requesting the song again or some shit,
Now, do you remember what
and-
song it was?
I don't. It might have been.
I want to know because I want to
It might
judge
have
you.
been like "Love" by Tory Lanez or something. Like
that's
I was
great.
trying,
I
I
would've
was trying to
played
shake it down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
that would have
trying to-
definitely been played. You came with Love, Tory Lanez, it's getting played. 100%.
And that was like what 5 years ago or
Yeah.
so, like when the song first came
Yeah,
out.
it was hot. It was hot.
And he was just like, it wasn't that he wasn't gonna play it. He was just like hella rude about it.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
at first he kind of like seemed like he was ignoring me, and I was like, I was like, excuse me, it was like loud, excuse me, and then he's like, took his headphones, he's like, and I'm like,
never
oh,
done that.
hell no, and I was like, can you play a song? Like, and I'm usually
Yeah.
really sweet, like I'm like, I can tell if you're having a bad day, I can tell if you're like,
Yeah.
pissed off, so I'm gonna be like, I was like, can you play a song for
Yeah.
me? And he's like, yeah, what do you want? And I was like, I told him. And then he didn't even say yes or no. He just turned to his computer. And
Wow.
I was like,
Oh, yeah,
okay.
what do you want? Yeah, what do you want? You know what I want? I want that song called "I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The remix. You know what I mean? No
Wow.
love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, now you can actually do the Tory Lanes and shoot someone in the foot, but whatever, you
Right.
know. Just
Well, no
saying.
love, pow pow.
Pow pow. There goes your feet, motherfucker.
There
But
goes your
anyways,
foot.
I'm DJing now.
That's crazy.
So
Right.
now, see, I've been a DJ X amount of years, lot of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Now, you being a performer, actress, my question to you is, I don't know about Bam so much. Bam was always in the nightclub scene, but do you find being in your profession that it's hard to hold down a relationship?
Yes and no. I think it's a little slightly rephrased than that. I think it's more or less
Can they handle your?
there's a couple of different scenarios. You know, there are some people that are super into it,
Yeah.
and then they don't realize how many other people are also into it. So they,
Yeah.
once they get like hella jealous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I don't like all these guys hitting on you all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, because I control the world.
See, and that
right.
that
true.
right there is a great statement because for some reason people think they can control everything.
Right.
And you can't. You know, my job is to entertain. All I'm doing is entertaining. The only person that you really need to care about is my opinion. You understand?
Right.
I could be talking to 12 different people over here. It doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? Because when I talk to you as I'm talking to you, I talk to them like I talk to them. But
That's
the fact that you're sitting there judging me because I'm doing that, there's a problem. You know what I mean? And I hear where you're coming from.
See, I got the same scenario with DJing. It was, all these girls come by the DJ booth. It was always like you can never, or because I wasn't available every single weekend.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
So they work Monday to Friday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm not there, and it's just like, well, I only saw you X amount, but it's like you kind of broke it down before you start dating. You're like, listen, like this is my
Right,
and everyone's
right.
cool with it at first until they go through it.
Always. They're always like, yeah, I'm dating a famous singer. I'm like,
Yeah, at first it was like, yeah, he's a DJ at this bar, and then
Yeah.
3
And
weeks
then
later, like,
songs
that
played,
fucking
you
you
asshole
ain't gonna be
DJ
saying that
again.
for very much longer, bitch.
Yeah,
You know?
but that's
But-
it was.
You're gonna be like, I can't handle dating a fucking singer.
I just don't understand. You know, it's like there is no rule book for a relationship, and but people tend to say this is how it's supposed to go, and it's like,
Yeah.
no, that's not how it's supposed to go.
I think
your
there are
relationship
more like
is based on your situation.
guidelines to have a successful relationship, but
Yes,
it's always
absolutely.
gonna be different depending on each,
Individual
everybody's different.
relationship.
Yeah, everybody's
Yeah.
so different. So it's like you don't know.
No, it was the
You
same
don't know
thing.
until you live with that person.
And the thing is, like in your case, if even if guys are fans of yours, like what the fuck are you supposed to do? Tell them to fuck off, or you know what I mean?
Right.
Or-
And then what? Have no fans? And have no
Exactly, be
career?
like, so
what?
you got to buy 1 million of my albums now, because you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I got rid of
Like,
everyone
fuck
else.
you, but buy 1 million of my singles. Thanks.
Exactly.
Like, no,
It's
nobody's gonna do that.
it was definitely tough. It was always, there's a bunch of girls on your DJ. Oh, there's this, or you after the club, you sleep with them. I'm like, I DJ for 6 hours. I'm old. I need to go to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, after DJing, no. Like, I'm sorry. Especially when I was
eat
tearing
and
down
sleep.
big events, I was like, everyone's in bed by the time I even move out of there. Like, it's
That's
crazy.
right. Wanna
No, I
eat
think
and
it's
sleep.
off. I don't care either way.
Look at that working lady.
Thank you.
Look at that.
So,
Yeah.
Tor, another
Original
question.
backstage stuff.
We seen you with a lot of tattoos.
Yes.
When did this start? Which one was your first tat?
I was 15, and it is some Sanskrit words with a design that I drew.
That's crazy. Now, were you scared? Did it hurt? I don't
Did
have
you
a
get
tattoo.
permission?
I did get permission.
good
I
one.
actually asked my mom when I was 13,
Yeah.
and she was like, if you still want it in a couple years,
Okay,
then
okay.
come back to me. And
Good compromise. Good compromise.
day of my 15th birthday, I was like, remember this?
Oh my god. Oh
She was
my-
like, damn it.
I
So
bet
now how
you that
many-
look on her. I bet you that look on her face was priceless.
So how many tattoos you got in total?
Oh, maybe 20 something.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
Bam, you got any? No, huh?
I got one tattoo, hurt like hell, and I'll never do it again.
It's got to be on your ass because I've never seen it.
No.
What do you mean?
It's on my forearm.
That one hurt you?
Show us.
That one hurt me, man. And then, no, they tore me up, man. I mean, I swear.
Oh, you probably had the needle out far.
out far, or she had a knife. One of the
Oh,
two. I don't know. It felt like that. I'll never do it again. It needs to
she
get
was
fixed.
carbon.
It needs to get fixed, but I don't know,
What
man.
the
I
hell?
don't know.
I've seen you without with. What do you mean?
I'm telling you, it's there.
I'm telling you, but he won't roll up his sleeve and show us. I'm just
It's
like,
there.
I'm just like.
It's there.
What the fuck is that?
It's there. It's bamboo. It's there. She tore me up,
Called.
kid.
It's a girl.
It's called
Herdelman
fucked
says
up.
asshole. That's what
it's
it
called
says.
fucked up. You
It's
know what
torn
I mean?
skin.
I thought you were in a gang fight. Like what the hell?
Like that?
man?
Oh, I'm telling you, man.
I didn't
Shit.
know that. When
Oh
was
yeah,
that?
hurt like hell. Hurt like hell. I
How old
thought
were
about
you?
getting
Dang.
more tattoos, but then I see people getting tattoos on their hands and ankles, and I'm like, you're crazy. You know what I mean? You gotta love pain. You gotta love it. You know?
See,
Not at all. Not at all. It just certain places hurt more than others. I think each spot is a very different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sensitive.
So,
I'm
you know,
just
I've
sensitive.
had one like my foot. Man,
Uh-huh.
I cried. I damn near kicked him in the face on accident because my muscles were spasming.
Oh, okay.
That's how
Yeah, yeah.
crazy. It hurt so bad. It hurt so bad. The only time I ever cried during a tattoo.
See, I couldn't be
And
a
I
tattoo
cry,
artist.
I
The poor girl's like,
cry.
please don't stop. It's okay. And I'm
I
like,
know, I'd be like, those up. Keep going. I was like,
I'll
sit on
pay
my
you.
leg. Sit on it.
I'll pay you. I swear.
Put on a
Hold me
hockey
down.
mask.
Hold me
You're
down.
about to
Tie it
lose
up.
your
I
teeth.
just
Put on
don't.
a hockey mask.
My biggest problem is sitting down for a session. I can't like it has to be done on a plane because that's the only time I'm sat down for 4 hours straight or so.
I have to like lay down
Oh man, I don't.
because then I can fall asleep.
Oh.
And then I don't feel much.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, you know, a couple shots of whiskey. Just,
Women are a lot stronger than men, man. I'm telling you. We
All
just
that
act.
noise, you know, wiping and poking.
it's therapeutic. I'd be like, ooh.
You okay? No, I'm
That's
not
not the
okay.
first time I've heard this, dude.
I fell asleep on this.
Oh fuck!
What-
See,
what-
that had to hurt. I don't care.
2 shots of whiskey.
Uh-huh.
And I was laying on my back, a nice little pillow, like under my neck. And
Right.
I
Yeah.
just fell asleep like halfway through. And he woke me up. When it was done, he woke me up. I was like, huh? And he's like, you're done. I was like, what?
That's crazy.
I couldn't
'cause
believe it.
My wife works at the hospital, and she's a lab tech, so you know you're supposed to be proper. I go
Right.
to visit her at work, and there's a new worker, and she's got a butterfly right across her neck. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that had to hurt. She's like, no, I had a great time. Blah blah blah. I'm like, you're crazy. You know?
See, now, after all hearing these stories, I will not get one.
Don't do it.
Because then I have to admit how much I was a bitch after hearing all these I fell asleep stories, and I'll be like,
I got it done, and I'm telling you,
I'll
I'm
be
a
like,
bitch.
look at my
I'm a
tattoos.
bitch.
There's
you know?
one line because I gave up. You know what I mean?
I got it done. I'm
Like,
a bitch.
I got a
Fuck it.
freckle.
Yeah, you don't know what this means, Daddy. No, I swear to God, man. That
Get
is
the
cra-
magnifying glass. I'll show you.
Damn, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, are you planning on getting any more?
I have some that are like unfinished.
Yeah. Okay.
So I definitely want to finish. You know, when I have kids, I want to get their little feet prints.
Oh, that's cute.
You know, different stages of life
Okay.
dope,
that
that's
you know, I know I'm going to go through that, you know, I know is going to
Yeah, it's meaning,
need,
right?
need an
Yeah.
essential, kind of like, because, you know, my tattoos are a map of where my heart's been. I know I've probably said that on your show before, but it's kind of like the encyclopedia of my life. So
awesome.
in art form, and, you know, I choose to display it on myself for, you know, this kind of like this existential, like meaningful purpose kind of,
Right.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like this deep thing that I feel, and yeah.
Cool.
Dope, dope.
Now, the artists, like, are you particular with your artists? Because, like, with brothers, you know, we get a haircut. We just don't let anybody cut our hair. You know, he's got to cut my hair. I'll wait that extra 4 hours to get in his chair. You know what I mean? So, how is it with you with the artists, the tattooists? So,
Well, all of my pieces are pretty different. I have one guy that I go to for a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
But depending on what the piece is, I might like look around and
do a little research on,
you know, find
certain
someone that
people's work?
might specialize in that type of work.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
car.
gotcha.
I have a car on my foot, you know, so I went to this guy who, like, he does a lot of cars
Makes
and he's like into cars. He spray paints. He does a lot of shit with
Yeah.
cars.
Gotcha,
so I'm like,
gotcha. Okay.
have him
Okay.
do it. So yeah,
that's
so
good,
it kind of
that's
just
good.
depends on the artist, and what they're right for, because everybody's right for their own thing, but it's just
Yeah.
not everything. So
Gotcha.
I kind of feel like you're limiting yourself if you stick to one artist.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Unless all of your art is exactly the same style. You know what I
gotcha.
mean?
Okay.
I can do it.
Understandable. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
So Tora, I got another question.
Yeah.
So, you go through X Factor. You know, the show goes on. It plays out. Everyone watches all the episode. What's the positive and negative things that came out of that afterwards? Like, did you have like more fake friends around you now, or did you have more haters in certain ways? Like, what came out of that?
Well, I mean, the good side is, I got just a ton of exposure. I got, found by so many different labels. I got a lot of offers. I got, more heavily into acting and modeling.
Yeah.
It actually became, my bill payer. So
Yeah,
it's a huge blessing. 1 second.
No problem. Shh, she's working.
Can you say that one more time? 2-minute warning. Okay, thank you.
Perfect.
Woo, 2-minute warning.
Yeah.
Camera. What? Do I look good? Do I look okay?
You're good.
Oh, yeah.
Camera ready?
You're good.
Looks like the DJ played your track.
Yes, he did.
That's awesome. Tora, I'm really happy you got to come back on.
Yeah,
real.
me too.
For real.
I
I'm
love
glad you
having
got
you on. It's fun.
a little taste of
Yeah.
almost something. I know.
Do not
all
be
right.
shy, please. Anytime you want on and shoot the shit, we love having fun and
Send a message. Send a message.
definitely.
send a message.
Yeah,
get
I
you on
will.
anytime. Thank you, Tora.
Well,
Get to
just-
work.
And
Soon
expect my message later.
I will. I'll be waiting for it. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, so you're gonna be there all night, I'm assuming.
Yeah. It actually
Okay.
we wrap at about 10 o'clock. But feel free to text me because I'll have my phone and everything. So yeah.
All right. I'll hit you.
Tora, thank you and kill it today.
Thank you.
a good night.
Bye. Good
See you later.
night.
Peace. Bye.
Yeah.
Josh,
Look
she's
at that
dope.
little backstage movie, stuff.
I
Look at
know.
that,
I know. I love how she drops the bomb on what she's filming. I love it. I'm just like, I knew it, but I was like, fuck, maybe I shouldn't blow like, you know what I mean? We're fairly new on the podcast scene. We just can't start blowing stuff up and be like,
This is
"Oh."
true. This is true. They got to do it themselves.
I know. That's why I was like, because you know what? Joey Diaz was talking about how he's in the new movie, the prequel for The Sopranos, and whoever he was interviewing was busting his balls, like, how many scenes you in, and did you die, and would you play? And he's like, I can't fucking say anything, you know what I mean? Because he signed a piece of paper, right? So believe it or not, I listened to that today. So that's when she's like, she's on set. I'm like, I'm just gonna say she's on set. I'm not gonna blow up the spot, but I really did appreciate the fact that she blew it up for us. You know what I mean? So she's dope.
Nice.
Nah,
for
Tora's
real.
cool as fuck, man. I
Yeah,
cannot
man.
wait to hear her say her single on November 27th.
Me too.
Eclipse on yeah, we're definitely gonna help that spread the word. I'm just really happy, man. We were shooting the shit on episode 63, I think she was on. We're at episode 69, and not too many episodes later, and she's like, she had a good time, and I was like, feel free to come back on, and she's like, what about November 20th? So
Yeah, and that's great. A lot of people want to come back. Boom, they like to come back real fast. That's,
we
appreciate it.
You know what? We're the most professional, unprofessional human beings here. That's what we are here.
True.
True. That's what we do. What'd you think about Big Estate yesterday, brother? Cool story.
That's one great guy. He's a great guy.
Dude.
Personality is perfect. He deserves every accolade, everything that he's got. He deserves.
I totally agree. I couldn't wish something better, for somebody. Like, I would want him to succeed more than anyone. He was, from where he came from to where he is, the fact that he adopted kids, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Alex says, you guys have something special. Alex, thank you, brother. No, man, it's people like you supporting us. You, your
That's
wife,
right.
Carlos Diaz, E-Rock's usually on here too.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean?
The podcast family.
Yeah, the podcast family, the ones that criticize me when the internet goes wrong. E-Rock. E-Rock just
right.
had surgery. Hope that you are healing
Get
well
better.
and do your thing, man. Definitely get you on soon. Want to see him on again. Yeah, you know what? Which one? Oh, yeah, Big Estate? Absolutely, man. That dude, he messaged me on Instagram after being super thankful and whatever we need back and forth. And we love meeting people on the podcast and having people wanting to come back on. And Tora's definitely a great example. As you guys can see, this girl's on set. Took 30 minutes of her time.
Yeah.
to come on to kick it with us.
You shoot
Like
the
this
shit,
is
for
this
real.
is where like we really appreciate it. We appreciate the people listening, you know, on
Mm-hmm.
Spotify and Apple Podcasts and you know what I mean, YouTube and you know what I mean, and the people commenting. I love when you guys need to comment. You know what I
You
mean?
know? And we got other people that, you know, wanting to shoot the shit and come hang out and, you know, kick it with us type deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I know we never brought this up to anybody that listens, but we do. If you guys are too shy to pop up your picture on here and want to be on the show real quick, we also have an option of, you know, like you guys can call in, man. We actually have a call-in fucking thing. You have a question that you don't send me a message, you know, and we'll set the phone up and you guys can call in, man. You know what I mean? You know, BM, what's the story? What's the story between Jer Bear? You're getting made fun of, bro. People are calling you Jer Bear.
You know, I'm a big teddy bear. You know, that's what it is. I'm a big teddy bear, and everybody call me Jerry Bear. You know what I mean? So especially out here in Nova Scotia, you know what I mean? That's my new tag down this side.
The new
you know
tag,
what I mean?
that's gangster.
You know,
Not so much.
You know, hey. You know, don't.
So you want to hit
Jerry
up?
Bear.
You want to hit up the dude that called me, told me to shut the fuck up, chump.
Yep. I like this guy. You know, he sounds like a real good. You know,
Sounds like a
fan.
fucking giant pussy.
He sounds like a good fan that'd be great to come on the podcast or at least conversate with us on the podcast. You know, let the man tell his side of the story.
Need to get some shirts printed, Bam. Jer Bear. That's your new stage name, bro. Yeah.
You know.
Jer Bear. I'm going to introduce you from now on as Jer Bear.
Actually, you know what? Speaking of the gram, you know, I had a guy follow me today on the gram, and you know, the reason why I like him because his name is Jerry the Black. You know, I gotta call him out. I like that name, Jerry the Black. He's an artist, and to be honest with you, I was checking him out, and I was following him on his page and listening to some of his stuff. He's got some flow. He's got some flow. I'm not gonna lie. I plan on hitting him up later on.
Are you not mad that you didn't come up with that name first?
To be honest, just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, I looked down and said, Jerry the Black. I'm like, who's this guy? Let me check that out, you know?
Yo, Alex, man. Yeah, man. Call in, bro. Alex, yeah.
Look at that. See,
that's as simple as it gets, bro.
You know?
You know, and then we'll see how good Kudos is with their sales signal and shit.
Can you hear me? Can
you still not hear me? That's the new fucking commercial, man. I swear to God.
Am I on the show? You know? Oh, fuck.
Bam, you might hear some echoing, but there's nothing.
That's all good. You know?
Yo, Alex. Yo, can you hear us, Alex?
Nope, don't hear him.
Yeah, maybe I should plug the phone into the fucking mixer.
There you go.
Where the fuck did that go? Man, there's too many fucking wires. Give me a second. Alex, you're making a liar out of us, man. Making a liar.
You can't call in. It's a lie.
Yeah, the number's restricted.
The number's 1-800. Fuck you.
Yo.
There we go. That sounds good.
Yeah, it's technical difficulties of having drinks before setting shit up. How you doing, Alex?
Can you talk, bro?
Who, me? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, cool. I can hear both of you. Awesome.
That's right.
Man, so Alex, man, that Tora's dope as fuck, huh?
Yeah, super nice. Especially, like, she got right back on really quick. And it was just, like, to be honest, it seemed like she wanted to still hang out, right?
Of course.
She had shit to do. So it sounds like she's going to be a regular guest, it seems. So
oh man, do what I loved about Tora from the first from episode 63. I love the honesty she had. When I said, "What's your biggest struggle as an artist?" she kind of looked at me and Bam for a second, and she's like, "Not fucking guys to get ahead." Like she didn't. She knew if she was doing any other show, that wasn't her answer.
No.
And I really appreciated her just being, you know what? Fuck, these guys look real. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say,
yeah.
And and now from that moment on, I was like, cool. I like this girl. You know,
I have to say, like, I've watched. I think I've watched every single podcast. Maybe not the ones at the beginning, but I watched pretty much every single podcast. And you guys, like you and Bam, I don't know what it is. You guys always, by the beginning of the podcast, it's like a regular interview, pretty stiff. By the end, everyone just wants to hang out.
Did he say we was stiff? Did you say we stiff?
No, it's the well, Bam needs a pill to get stiff. But anyways,
don't knock the Greek.
No, I'm saying usually the guests are like regular interview. Like you ask the question, they answer like my favorite episode is Ricky Batts.
Absolutely.
You guys are talking to Ricky, and it's very like answering the questions. He's just answering the questions. By the end of the interview, the guy is giving you a house tour.
Yep.
A tour of the studio. He's like basically taking pictures with his kids, inviting over for a barbecue. It was amazing.
We played verses with him. I'm like, dude, there's nothing else on this interview, man. This is it.
That was a good dude, Ricky Batts.
Ricky Batts, guys, if you have a chance, search. This dude is probably, like, from everyone that I've interviewed, he's in the top 3 hardest working artists. Yeah. I'm talking about.
He is killing it.
Dude.
I follow him on Instagram. He's on radio stations, out on the streets, giving out the CDs, posters. This guy he's a mover and shaker, man. That guy
and he still got time to take his wife out to dinner and all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, take a page from Ricky Batts, Bam.
You know.
Ricky Batts was on. I'm just letting people know it's actually interview. Episode 43. This is a true fact. I found Ricky was trying to blow through blow through my whole interview on one question. And me and Bam,
he was answering everything. He was elaborating. He was answering everything.
And I just found that it was a test to me and Bam and Carlos at the time that was on. And it was a test. It was like, holy fuck, this guy can fuck up our interview right now. Like right now, he went blah 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 blah. And I went,
but you got to say, we got to keep in mind that he came prepared. He was prepared to say what he had to say and get what he needed out.
No. If you guys,
it's not a criticism against the guest. It's more of the fact of the matter is that even if someone answers your whole question in killing all your other questions, you guys still made. I think that podcast is an hour and a half.
An hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 10 minutes.
And that's the good part about it, right?
So, because I remember, if anyone that listens to this, listen to episode 43, Ricky Batts. I asked him, where were you born and raised? And he gave me 10 answers. He gave me where he was born and raised, what he's been doing, and I went, holy fuck, he just destroyed my interview. Yep. And we stayed composed. We knew what not to ask, and then we were just shooting, and it was so natural after.
Oh, yeah.
I'll let guys. There's a bit of a secret here. We got a backstage. I know you guys might see us or hear us on Facebook and stuff like that on the show, but there's a backstage where we can talk, and if they have any questions for us, we can answer it. The longer we can have them backstage, 30, 20 minutes, sometimes the interview takes off faster. It's easier because we broke that barrier. Now, when Ricky Batts was one of them, he hopped on right away. It was like boom, boom, interview had to start, right? And then that's how you see the warm up. Yeah. Tora, came through halfway. You came on the podcast, Alex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We had to make something like make us feel it. And she was obviously that's her personality. She's natural as hell, and it came really nice. You know what I mean? I thanked her. She thanked me. I said, I hope to have you on in the future. She's like, let's do it ASAP. And I was super shocked. I was like, really, ASAP? Because let's be real. This girl's done a lot bigger stuff than us.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
But I think what you guys have is more like the name of the podcast couldn't be any better. It's just shooting the shit. You're just sitting. You would have had the same conversation if you guys are chilling at a table.
That's what we tried.
And just chilling, right?
Yeah.
Like even with homie yesterday, Biggest State, man, he was having a blast.
Yes.
He was having a good time. I'm trying to comment. I'm trying to get the anime out of him. I know you guys don't care. I was like, yo, I talk anime with this guy. But man, he was such an interesting cat. Like he was just such a nice guy. And I wouldn't and if it wasn't for your podcast, I wouldn't even know who he is. I wouldn't like I'm following him on I check him on YouTube. Now I'm interested to see these people be more successful because now it's like a friend. It's like a homie. Yo, this guy's doing good. Like Ricky Batts. I didn't know who he was before.
Me neither.
Now I'm rooting for him now. I'm like, yo, I want to see his CD do well. I want to see him do well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is awesome.
We've been lucky to be honest with you guys. We're talking about 60 some episodes. Maybe a third of it was more shooting the shit, and we love shooting the shit with you boys, you know what I mean, with Carm and Alex and the like. Those are some of my funnest podcasters too. Don't get me wrong, and it's something we want to get back into in the new year. But some of these guests that we've had on, man, I'm telling you, ask Bam, the amount of respect they've given us.
Incredible.
It's incredible from right start to finish. And I texted a Guapo son. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, hey, what up, OG? This and that, da da da. I'm like, yo, if you need anything or you need any advice, like feel free. He's like, I appreciate. Like very, very good people, man. Like it was. Substance has been great with us. We're getting Sheena Osmond back on. Mitchell Bailey,
Nice.
you know what I mean. I cannot. Count Classy is doing great for himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, Andrew Winters and fucking Caleb Simmons. Jesus Christ. Bro.
Nova Scotian pride over there, boy.
Dude, Neffy raps. One of my favorite women rapper of all times. I'm telling you, this girl's so nasty. I love it. And then what I love about the podcast
is straight.
It's exactly it, and that's what I love. Alex, you were on here with Cedric. Is that not the most humble human being you've met?
Oh my God, Cedric! It's funny. The day I met him is Lone Star, and he was such a real person. And I thought maybe, not to sound like a jerk, I thought maybe he was being nice to me because I was the DJ. I was like basically his way of coming back in. Like if the DJ likes me, maybe I'll get another gig. And then he was looking for a laptop. I passed on my number, and he's still the same guy. Super appreciative, super humble. Like I like his YouTube videos, and I comment on them because I want to see him do well.
Absolutely.
Homie shouts me out on his YouTube video.
Yes,
like,
man.
Bro, I'm not really doing much, but to him, it's huge. Like he's super thankful for anyone that likes his videos. I got him on the podcast because I think he's an interesting person, and obviously I want him to shine. And then plus, I want to help you guys on the podcast. And he was so appreciative, Joey. He called me after, it was like he did a late night talk show. And
dude,
he's like, did I do good? Did I do okay? I'm like, bro, you did awesome. It was just natural. You did great. And he was just so appreciative.
Like when when I owned the bar and you sent Cedric and Stephanie Bullock, that's going to be on the show with December 7th. When you got in contact with them, for me, and we hooked each other up, and then they came and performed at the bar, you know what I mean? I got him a few drinks, and you know what I mean? Because I think Cedric is fucking super talented, right?
Oh yes, very talented.
And his just the way he performs like he's a fucking band by him. Like the guy is ridiculous.
One-man band.
So I'm sitting there and the way they were doing music, like they were doing a DJ set live. Like it was my mind almost blew up. I was like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. So awesome. And I remember buying them drinks because I was so thankful. And he turns around and goes, of all the places we've been, no owners ever bought me a drink.
I remember him saying that. Your face was like, what?
I was like, who the fuck? No manager, nobody. Like what? Like
no hospitality, nothing.
Dude, he stayed. I had to go. Dude, I went on. I DJ'd a set right after them. They stayed. Dude, it was a fucking amazing time.
Nice.
And even all their people, like all the people they brought to the bar, like to this day, he talks about how like when I told him that you closed up, he was so broken because of the food. He's like, Joe,
we killed that food.
I can't. He's like, I can't get another burger. I'm like, no, man, they closed. He's like, you're lying. I'm like, no, man.
Dude,
he's like, but why?
Yeah, I know.
The place wasn't good enough. Like it just wasn't. Like they weren't working with him. So
man, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother. I'd love to have a business.
A whole nother podcast.
A whole business, another podcast. I'd love to get businesses up in here and show the nightmare of what happens behind the scenes.
Sure.
Because it's funny. Without talking to you, like I've never owned a business myself, so I wouldn't have known. But all the hoops you have to jump through, all the headaches, like even something as simple as like skip the dishes or Uber Eats. I'm thinking, yeah, okay, whatever. You just put the sign up and it's just regular orders. No, they take a huge chunk.
Not a huge, dude. Did you know that Uber Eats, if or skip the dish, let's say if someone decides to fuck you and give you a shitty rating, you fall so far down that list because there's so many people.
Oh God.
So like you need to be an 8 out of 10 to be on top of this thing, and dude, you're fighting for fucking everything, and you're fighting for the best food to be sent out to try to be on that 8 to 10 scenario, and you're giving them the fucking money.
Wow, that's crazy.
So like it'd be a whole different thing. But honestly, I love the fact that Tora's back on. I am telling you. I know she might have forgot. She's a sweetheart. I'm going to do everything in my fucking power for Cedric and her to work together.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. That'd be good.
That'd be really sick.
I'm talking about like skills and maturity and humbleism, and like everything is just, for me, when I see something and see a set that needs to be paired up together, this is it. This is it.
Awesome.
That's what I want to know.
Like Josh Williams, man. We had Josh.
I love
on,
Josh, man.
And I go to comedian shows, I go to the comic shows, and I see the comics, and you see them do their thing and whatnot. But getting to talk to Josh and getting to see how he is as a person and getting into it with him, having nice conversations and debating and everything, amazing. Amazing.
He holds the shooting the shit belt for longest podcast right now.
Yeah, that's great.
I know.
He deserves
It's
it.
such a good podcast too. Like,
Dude.
I learned so. I'm not a whiskey drinker, but it was so interesting to learn the ins and outs of whiskey and the different spellings mean different things. Like I'm not a whiskey drinker. I don't really care about whiskey, but it was just interesting to see that side of him and how passionate he was about that topic.
Yes, get to see other than the comedian.
Carm, that's always on the show. Staying alive, Carm. He, I love Carm because Carm's a straight shooter. You know what I mean? We've been friends forever. So having a beer with Carm will be like, Joe, do this with the podcast or do a better intro. And I can't take that to heart because, like, I can't be offended. I should mean. I mean, he wants what's best for him. So I always think. Right. But the Josh, he's like, dude, you need to get more podcasts like that. So he goes, fuck, it was so cool learning some stuff. Now, others might have thought it might have been a bit boring. And that's why
some people might not like it. You can't please everyone.
But you're right. But the fact that shooting the shit could be about fucking whiskey today, it could be stupid shit tomorrow. It could be an artist one other time, a DJ, a fucking singer. It could be anything. And that's why we love the Shooting the Shit podcast. It's switching it up. It's like Alex is actually on the show with me to do interviewing Stephanie Bullock. Like, you know what I mean?
That's right.
He's a special, and I love that. I love that interaction. Popping people in and out. I love that. I love how the team can get involved. I thought that the Naki B interview was cool too.
Yes.
Naki B was awesome. Like even then, like I didn't even know. Like that's an Ottawa talent that I didn't know existed.
And
once things pick up again, like I'll definitely go out to see your show. Like why not?
And that's a whole different genre. You know what I mean? A whole different genre of music.
Man.
She is. Her and I have become friends after this podcast. We were actually chatting before we got on. Like, you know what I mean? Like the relationships that we've built through these things, and you know what? The fact that they've helped our podcast and been on our podcast and will help promote it, I'll do everything I can to promote them. I love this relationship family thing that we have,
And they like it. It's real. Like it's not forced because even after her Naki B interview, we did the night you were doing the Tora interview.
That's right.
I jumped on before. She was on the comments, making comments.
That's right.
That's right.
To do that? Like,
no, not at all.
It's on there. It's natural. So it's awesome.
Now,
I'm honestly, as a friend, and I try to support you guys much. I gotta say, man, I'm proud of the product you guys have pushed. It's very entertaining from a fan's perspective, and from a friend, I like to see you guys shine like that.
We need to give you a shout out for buying me the Zoom L8, and the reason
I couldn't take the anger I kept seeing on the podcast.
Alex saved the podcast. He saved some equipment. He saved a laptop. My headphones aren't down. I ain't freezing no more.
That's true.
I ain't putting.
The podcast is going good, and then all of a sudden Joey's headphones down. I'm like, oh man.
I ain't putting Bam.
I'm like Joey's terrible at getting gifts, but I'm like this one's got to happen. So Nick said, yeah, let's do it. And we're just like, okay, here you go. And we kind of snuck it in there. We gave it to my youngest son.
Yeah,
5 years old.
Yeah, the fucking kryptonite.
Oh yeah.
Bang, there it is.
You can't say no. You can't say no.
Yep. There you go. And something else a lot of people don't know about Alex. You know what I mean? I'm doing my new album, and I tend to send my music to Alex, and I get the respect and I get the opinion of a right person that's in my corner. You get what I mean? So when you hear this new album and you liking them tracks, you make sure to let Alex know that he got good ear. You know what I mean?
Hey, Bam, I appreciate it, man. I'm a fan like everyone else, and I'll just give you my opinion. You ask for it, I'll give it to you. Take it for what it's worth, man. In the end, it's your craft, but
but when you got the right people with you.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Guys, I want to mention something real quick, just in case people didn't catch it yesterday, which is super fucking dope. Good news. We are on Let's Battle TV Canada.
Yeah.
It's Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's www.letsbattletv.ca. Cool. They're trying to bring some content that should be on fucking TV, or maybe that TV wouldn't allow us to be on TV.
we could be on TV. We could be on TV.
Are you crazy? We'd be kicked out day 2. Stop saying fuck. Stop saying this. Stop being mean to Carlos.
They be asking for us back.
Yeah, no, HBO might call us after, but not cable though. I'll tell you that.
Funny.
But yeah, no, that's cool. Another cool announcement is starting next Friday. I'm teaming up with Shelby GT Friday night hangout, 9 p.m.
Another guest.
I love Shelby. I love her honesty. I like the blah out of her. I can team up with a girl. I like that. Blah. She, when I look,
it was a good podcast last time too. You guys talking conspiracies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was here. I was trying to comment on that. It was great. And maybe for people that don't know, like the that kind of format, like it's just shooting the shit. Like feel free to join, comment.
Yes.
Send them questions. Jump in. Like even now, like we got the phone line working. I was
Absolutely.
just testing it out. Maybe you can call in with a question and get in on a topic.
You know what?
You jump off and get someone else on.
If it's a question that you really want to ask, feel free. Exactly. Type it in the comments. I will message you the number. You know what I mean? There's no big deal. We get people on. I like that. Yeah. I love this interaction with the fans and the people. I think it's great.
The viewers, man.
You know what I mean? Some people don't get me wrong, man. I work 40 some hours a week. I work on the podcast. You guys have no fucking idea how many hours. Or if there's a question that you guys thought about that I didn't think about, which fucking happens, trust me.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, please shoot the shit with us, right? Become one with us. Like, I love when me and Shelby were on, boom, questions are getting popped up. We're like, fuck it. Me and Herbert were on the same page, reading the questions, answering it. You know, it was a great time. And believe it or not, we interviewed her on Thursday. Friday morning, she's like, yo, when are we doing this again?
That's awesome.
I was like, for real? It's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, let me holler at you when I get home. So I get home and I'm like, you know what? Straight the fuck up, let's do it. She's like, yeah, boom, sent her the link, boom, she's down. I can work with someone like that. You know what I mean? It's a really, really, really good time to work with someone like that. I want to throw a couple more shout-outs out there. Our boy Laba.
Yes,
he's in the hospital right now. Hope he does really well.
You know, hope he get better. Hope he gets better. You know.
Shout out to Labo.
You know, Substance, guys. You know, Substance.
Yeah.
810 that they gave us the drop, dude. I'm like, yo, can someone do it? Dude, the guy's like, I'll do one right now. Like, the guy is so straight up. I love his stuff. He's super nice guy. Him and I stay in contact.
Yep.
Key K47, DJ Regina and I still shoot the shit. Sophia not so shy. Is that her name, or is it Sophia? It's not so shy. That's what I'm calling her. She's gonna be on the December episode, Christmas special,
Christmas edition.
So you know she loves. Dude, I've watched her on Instagram. Dude, I gotta ask her. I think she's paying humans to post and put lights up and decorations, bro.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
My favorite MMA fighter.
Corinne, if you're not married. Right here, right?
We'll do it on Shooting the Shit podcast.
Just beat Joe. You beat Joe and you get a belt.
Fuck, man.
I make a belt.
I never lost a fight, but that might be a damn well close one, you know? How can you have such a cute smile and a mean hook? I don't like that's a deadly combination. This girl, she's actually on Instagram, Corinne Laframboise, is actually doing, because the gyms are all closed in Montreal, she's actually doing some sort of online fucking workout. You know what? Good for her. Keep people engaged. You know what? That girl, regardless if she succeeds in MMA or not, that character, that energy,
and a lot of fight.
Oh yeah, she was awesome.
Someone needs to put her on a fucking like TV show in Quebec or in Montreal. Like, she's phenomenal. Like, she's got to
or
do
even
it.
get her to cover some of the fights. You know, like be like the
100%,
cover the fights, or even
bro.
like on a podcast. Like, you know, it'd be cool to have her on a podcast to talk about like upcoming fights. You know, if there's a big UFC or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, let's talk about the matchups. Let's talk about see what's going on. What do you think? What's gonna happen? Or
With
even
that
like a
big
recap
personality.
afterwards. That would be awesome.
I think she'd do super great at it. I think she's a phenomenal person. Energy's fantastic. On Instagram, it's always funny to follow her posts. She gave us a shout out too. I really appreciate it. But things that are coming up though. Yes. We have on this Sunday, we got Tino. He's the winner of Octobars. Dude just has a new video. He's featured in it. Rockstar. Video's pretty dope, man. So I excited to get him on. We also have Mauricio Shogun. He's actually our local talent from Ottawa. He's on Spotify and stuff. And then we have a fan favorite, Snipes Luciano, November 26th.
Snipes.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to talk? That's another one in my top 3 about being busy, bro.
That's all. He's definitely a hustler.
What?
All right,
Jealous.
so I'm gonna sign off. Nikki just got in the car, so I'm gonna sign off. We're actually at Walmart. But
Sounds good.
I'm glad this thing worked. That's awesome, man.
I appreciate
There
it.
you go.
Alex, thanks for your time.
Comment below, guys, if you want to join the conversation.
Or call.
Get in there.
But don't call me. But don't call me during the weekday. No, I'm kidding. All right, all right, man.
Peace
Later.
out, brother.
All right, peace, man. Yo.
Yeah, Snipes, man. He's super busy, man. That brother, he's constantly moving, constantly doing things. He's posting the TikTok and he's doing this and he's doing that.
Dude, he has a. Where's do you know where he's filming his video or was filming his video last week?
I know it's down south somewhere,
Like
know,
somewhere
but
like
I don't know.
Barbados or something. Somewhere nice, if I'm right.
Yeah, and I'm jealous. You know what I mean? Feel like we trapped, we stuck, we can't get out, but everybody else is on the move, bro. You know?
What the fuck is going on to us? What's happening to us?
Oh man, I don't know, man. You know, we're not getting that old. Don't worry about it, bro. You know, it's gonna happen. We're gonna say fuck it one day.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, are you in with me on this?
What's that?
Coronavirus lasts longer than we think.
We gone.
I get a boat. I meet up
gone.
with you.
We gone.
We get a couple cases of beer, a little barbecue,
Mm-hmm.
and we try. I don't know if you know how to read a compass, but we
Dude,
going. We going.
We going that way. You know what I mean? I know south is that way.
All right,
You know.
you take your lead,
And,
bro.
and to be honest with you, I got the boat. We just don't get lobsters. We keep going.
Oh, so we're gonna learn how to we're gonna go feed people.
We-
Maybe we capture a
we don't-
couple
we don't-
lobsters
we don't
on
get-
the way.
Yeah. We grab a couple of traps and we keep going. You know,
like
don't
that. I
tell
like that.
don't tell the wife, people. Don't tell the wife.
Yeah, Jer Bear ain't very Jer Bear right now. All right, another guy, man. December 3rd. Our boy Snap Dibs.
Snap dibs. Oh man, I want to talk to this dude. Like I never got a chance to
Is
really
he
talk
not
to him.
one of the most interesting people that we haven't met? Like, you know what I
Yes,
mean? Like, from
yes.
what you
I'm
saw.
very intrigued about him.
Okay,
Very, very.
so I'm going to tell you people how I met Snap Dibs at first. I don't know if it was 16 Bars of Death, 1 or 2. Anyways, I was one of the judges. Snap Dibs comes on, and he kills it every time.
Yes.
He's whispering his lines. And then he's clever, and he's like, I'm like, fuck, why is he whispering? He looks like he's at work. And then you got these other motherfuckers. They're just bah. And I'm like, and me being a fucking dickhead of a judge, trying to be a motivational speaker.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you, man.
Snap Dibs. Hey, how's it going, buddy, man? I don't know. Your lines are great. I'm criticizing him a little bit. Your lines are great. It's just, why are you recording in an office? You know, like you
Right.
trying to get him, like, 'cause, you know, no offense. It seemed like it was a guy being a little shy and did it at work.
Right.
And then let me look it up. Snap Dibs. Snap Dibs should have told me to fuck off. That's what he should have did. I'm telling you, bro. Snap Dibs should have told me to fuck off. This guy, which I thought had no. First of all, our podcast only has 100 and something fucking followers. People, follow our YouTube page.
That's right. Subscribe, man.
Subscribe, man. It doesn't hurt. Just subscribe.
Hit that button. Hit that
You
like
subscribe.
button.
You know, we're going to have hat giveaways soon. And we always
right.
appreciate the people that stick around. You know what I mean? Subscribe. And that's Shooting the Shit Podcasts on YouTube. Subscribe. So, Snap Dibs. I'm going to pop him up right here. This dude has 3,600 followers.
And you're trying to criticize him.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell him how to rap.
You know?
By the
And
way, how many songs have I recorded?
None.
How many freestyles have I done?
None.
All right. This is what happens when you put a bozo in charge. He tries to be a motivational idiot.
Speaker.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, but the
Keep up
man's
the good
successful,
work,
man.
buddy.
He's very successful.
Thumbs up. You know what I mean? And then I hear his fucking tracks.
Yes. Whole different animal, bro. Whole different lyrical animal, man.
And you know, I'm gonna bring it up on the air. He sends me his new tracks. I don't know if he's ever sent it to you, but you
Not
know
to
he's
me.
sending it to me to go fuck myself. I know. It's the nicest way of being like, how do you like this song, motherfucker? And I'm like, so I'm like, yo, song's dope. He's like, yeah, no, I'm not much of a battle rapper, which he says to me.
Right? And then go, here you go, Momo.
Yeah. Joey, DJ, Bozo. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh man, I fucked up, you know? So I tell bro, I'm like, listen, you're right. battling, you're not terrible, but people like Fats, OG, Verbs, there's some fucking real monsters out there. You know, all shades of gray. You know, even Snapdragon and Flawless. There's a bunch of monsters. E-Rock, like, dude, it doesn't.
Scotty Stunts, all of them.
That's what I mean.
Man.
So when you are like, it sucks because even if you're good, these guys are real good. You know. But then I had to be straight up with them. I said, dude, I don't know if any of these guys can construct the track the way you did, and that's a fact.
That studio seeing the full picture of the track.
A storytelling.
Yes.
3 verses, few hooks, like that's for me. And I said, dude, I apologize. This is what I thought about you, but dude, I'm telling you, you're ahead of the curve when it comes to this type of work.
And knowing him and the way his body of work is, if you probably listen to the whole album from start to finish, there's a whole bigger Picasso of a picture there too.
Yes,
you got what I'm saying?
So what he did was he took 5 minutes of his time, popped his phone on, had a 15-minute break, ate for 11 minutes, recorded this one, sent it, and then went to work. And that's probably what he did.
Yeah.
And it was dope. I used to be like, man, he just doesn't. If he had that bit of that or yo, his voice would have been amplified. He probably would have went through. But this is a true story. Snap Dibs, he told me to I'm gonna bring it up. You guys will laugh. You'll laugh. I fucked up. You know what I mean? Sandra Bullock's on December 7th. That's me and Alex. Singer-songwriter. She, when I met her, she was doing stuff with Cedric. That's from Sweet Skills.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? An influencer, big into makeup, good-looking girl, sweetheart, great.
Okay.
December 14th, Lady Lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah, I sent you some of her stuff, right?
Yes. That's all I'm gonna say is yes.
Pretty
with some bars, man.
She's very angry, man. Very angry. I've watched her in a battle. She didn't do too well against Fats, but again, no one really does.
Well, that's that maturity. That's that age. That's that. I'm gonna do my.
It was a long time
and
ago.
Come at you.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Her fucking confidence was through the roof, and between me and you, I had a little crush. I was like, this girl's kind of cute. A little crush. I was like, who's this? And then I get her on the show and I find out that's the girl. I was like, all right, thank you. Shooting the Shit podcast. And December 18th. That's with Sophia Shy, the Christmas edition. We got to talk about the whole year. I want to talk. She's a good-looking girl that shows off her body. She does. And I find as much love that she gets from the dude, she gets a lot of hate from the girls. So that's a thing, and we know that happens, and that's just reality of life, bro. So I'd love to think about because I've seen some of the comments. I'm like, ooh, she's coming back hard. You know what I mean? So I'd like to see. I want to know her opinion on that, right?
On the hate, on the criticism.
I want to know if she has a 15-year-old boy calling her a chump. I mean, motherfucker.
What are you talking about? He's got. We're gonna you when we later
no,
on.
We're
give
not,
me his
dude.
info.
No, because then I'm gonna fly someone and spank him and spank his dad. And I don't want to do that shit.
Get him on. Let him express himself. Give him something meaningful. You know what I mean? Besides just being critical.
The one guy's like, you don't know anything about basketball. I'm like, okay, relax. Like I don't know anything about ball. No, do what it is. These dumb kids, they see a good player, and they're like, oh, he's good. I wish he was playing for my. These guys might be Utah fans. I don't fucking know. But anyway, they see a good ball player, and they're like, oh yeah, he's good. He's on this team. Dude, it's not that he's not good. It's not that he's fat. Is he worth the money that he's getting? I judge things on money.
Myself, you're talking to a brick wall here, but that kid that answered you, he sounds like somebody who's got an opinion on that.
There's fine. Have an opinion. Can we not argue and call me shut the fuck up, chump?
Well, that's what I'm saying. He had an opinion to the point where he got your attention, so I think y'all two should have a little debate about it.
You think I'm going to give him glimmer of my microphone in my beautiful voice listening through his... Are you fucking crazy? Are you crazy?
All right, fine. You just don't want a little...
It's going to be child abuse if he comes on the show, bro.
Stop. Yo, you almost made me blow out through my nose, bro. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, child abuse, man. Like, fuck, don't worry about
Crazy.
YouTube kicking us off. The whole fucking internet would kick me off with things I'll say to the little bastard.
Oh, shit. Don't get us banned from TV. Don't get us banned from the net.
I know. No. Let's battle now. You're battling little kids now. Anyways, I have to give another big up. I haven't had a chance to do this, and I feel like an asshole, to Jay from City Bookings.
Yes.
Follow him.
Big J, City Bookings.
Jay's a grinder, bro. This guy will link people up together.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jay is one energetic motherfucker, and we appreciate it. And I know the artists that he's hooked us up with appreciate it too.
That's right. The man works hard. He's always on the move.
That's
He's
City
always doing
Bookings,
something.
man. Find him on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
If you're an artist, bro, if you want to blow the fuck up or need any help, this might be the dude you want him to manage
right.
you. Is that not true though?
That's true. You want him in your corner. You know, and believe it or not, he does look out for you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, no, that's the
Get
thing.
with him.
I've seen him pair up people, like especially when we were doing the throughout the podcast, and yeah, no, it's a thing, man. You need an up hand, man, and you need some management. City Bookings, that's Jay, man.
Some knowledge in the game.
Yeah, man.
Jay's the man. You know, City
Jay's
Bookings.
the man. Another guy that I didn't have a chance to thank you for being on the show and being a friend of ours is DJ Elon, actually.
Yes, Elon.
Elon,
He's a
yeah,
legend.
man.
He's a little legend. He's a legend in this town.
actually, he is, man. He is a little legend. It's funny because like we look at him as little bro, right?
Mm-hmm. He's a little legend.
It's like, oh, DJ Elon. I'm like, that's little bro. Like, huh? And I don't want to hate on him, but it's just like, but I love what he's done with himself. I love the brand he made.
Yes, you get what I'm saying? You got to watch him grow to that legend. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
that's what makes him the little legend in the town. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
You know?
I know my sympathies go right now. I know his mom's been sick at the hospital. COVID's a little fucked up. Visiting rights are a little fucked up. He's a little bit down. Bam, if you have a chance, shoot him a text. I think you'd appreciate that, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
It was his
I'm just finding that
birthday.
out.
It was his
Okay.
birthday last weekend. I told him, man, fuck, man. I'm like, hey, I always told him, feel free, man. Like, you know, I was like, yo, I was going over to Alex's house actually, and I was like, man, you're more than welcome to come. And he's like, nah, I feel like being by myself. I said, I understand those moments, you know.
Right,
I'm
right.
not, but I always said to him, dude, you pick up the phone wherever I am, you're always welcome. Like you know how we are. We're all
Door's
family,
open.
right?
Door's
You know what I
open,
mean?
Man, come, we got some food, we got something, you know, whatever we can do to cheer you up. You know what I mean?
You know, yes, Alex, he's very humble, man. He does amazing charity work. The dude's a really good kid. The best thing about this podcast was interviewing a friend like him and not even knowing half of things about him.
Oh, tell me about it, bro.
Is that not? Was that not crazy?
Tell me about it.
We knew him as a young kid DJing.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's fluent in Russian.
Oh, he's half Russian.
I didn't even know that he
His
came here.
dad's Russian, I believe he said. His dad Russian.
His
Probably
mom's
right.
Russian.
His mom Russian. Okay, so one of
And
them
then
Russian.
and then it was 50-50 at that point. So he and the fact that he lived here at a later age than I expected him to.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was here a lot. You know, okay, my
Younger,
mom and dad, I'm half this, I'm half that, but I moved to Canada when I was like 4. You know what I mean? No, it wasn't like that, dude. It wasn't like that.
Late in the years.
You know what I mean?
And still made a legend out of himself. You know what I mean?
Yes. And I remembered him managing a nightclub, Bam, and I was very disappointed.
Oh, really?
I was like, dude, you put so much work in being a DJ.
Mm.
Why? Like, you know what I mean? Those mixtapes, the grind that he did, you know, handing them out. You know, that's a different type of artist. That's like you making a CD and handing them out. Hand-in-hand combat. You know, this guy was getting artists on the CD. He would make remixes with some of the local guys, and then you know, they print his shit on it and hand them out, and that's how he got the clubs to get him and hire him, and like,
Right.
and then he did all that, and he's like, "You're gonna be a manager now," and I was like, "Oh, don't do that."
Well, I mean, you know,
I don't- again-
evolution of what he was doing. You know what I mean? Making
Again-
CDs, getting into the club as DJing. Next step, manage the club, probably own the club. You know, blah, blah, blah,
I know you're right. But the thing is, like, don't take my word for it. Everything I've done in life was wrong, anyways.
Crazy, bro.
Just because I say I think he was wrong, maybe he was doing something good. You know,
Yeah.
maybe he was doing something good. Bam. So let's say the new year comes around, bro. Is there anyone that you would like? Anyone in general that you'd love to fucking interview at one point? Is there anyone you have in mind?
Well, I do got a dude in mind. You know what
Yeah?
I mean? I was telling you about him. You know what I mean? My man that I know for some years, and you know, okay. The best way to explain him is ever since I met the dude, he's been a nice dude.
Okay.
Big heart. You know, when you meet somebody, you could tell this is a nice person. You know,
Where's he from?
He's from Ottawa. You know what I
Okay.
mean? He's from Ottawa. He's a nice dude. His name Alex. Anyways, nice dude, big heart. Very tall dude, bigger than me. You know, it's like, oh shit, okay. what's
And
up,
how
big
tall
man?
are you? Just in case people are not.
I'm 6'4", so he's about 6'6" or so. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Big dude. You know, big.
He's a
heart,
little bit shorter than me.
You know, he's big dude, big heart. You know, every time I'm talking to him, we communicate. He's like me, big gentle giant, so on and so on. And he's always had that protective, thing about him. You know what I mean? He sees something, he'll be like, nah, y'all gotta stop that. This and that and whatnot. And then, he ended up becoming a cop. And I'm like, good for him. You get what I'm saying? Like a person like that to be a cop. I wouldn't say give me hope, but it's nice to know that
I knew
not
a guy
all
like
cops
that.
are ass.
I knew a guy like
I don't
that.
think all cops are assholes, but it's nice to know that people like that are on the force and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And I want to get him on the show and talk to him, and
Now,
we can go with different angles with it.
Okay, well, just in case people are listening, like, what type of angles you want to go with it?
Well, we could get his perspective from being a policeman on the
course.
job. You know what I mean? This is what they go through and so on. Because, like I said, we can sit and criticize what we got from one angle, but what about their angle? You get what I'm saying?
Of course.
We know what we get. Oh, we got pulled over, blah, 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 but you know what? Guess what? You was actually fucking speeding. You know what I mean? Like, you know how we go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you want to do you want to talk about community policing and what it really means to be,
That's
with
dope.
community policing. And, he wanted to talk about the defunding of the police, which I totally agree. Don't be, what? I'm not defunding nothing. I like the cops. Keep them around. You get what I'm saying? They need to be around,
Well,
so.
shooting's been at an all-time high where I'm from for 2 years. You defund the police, and this is going to be a war zone.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know,
like the police need
that's
to be
just
there.
being real. That's real talk. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
they
Fuck my
need-
speeding ticket.
They need to be there. I mean, and we could talk about how the institution of policing institution. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I like that.
There's all sorts
I
of
really like that.
topics that need to, talk about.
Those are
in
real
different-
topics. Real topics.
Yeah, something to talk about.
I like that,
and,
man.
And it's nice to have someone from that side to say, hey,
That's dope.
This is what, this is the plan of what we've been trying to do and so on. And, a brother like me from my side could be like, well, this is what we've been going through,
Okay.
And to be honest with you, a quick little something is what I was thinking today about it was, the police is starting to feel like the brothers, like the black folks been feeling. You know what I mean? We've been
like the script has been flipped.
Yes, in a sense, it's like we've been stereotyped. We've been this. Oh, everybody's, they consider bad. This is a bad neighborhood. This and this and this. Now, we got a bad rap. Pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. Black people got a bad rap. Now the cops are getting a bad rap. Now they know how it feels, and that's something I wanted to bring up to them. Like, how does it feel for you to get the bad rap now? Because y'all get, the whole police force, and it's not just this country, it's around the world. All cops around the world is getting a fucking bad rap right now. You know what I mean? Now you know how it feels to be criticized and judged without people actually saying, hey, sit down with me and have a conversation.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I
So,
like that.
yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Yeah, I really want to get him on.
I was thinking more like porn stars, but whatever. We're different. We're very different here.
Slow. We got to take it slow.
I'm fucking with you. No, that's legit, man. That's real. Because that's real talk. Because then this is where, because that's day-to-day shit. This is real.
Yeah.
If anyone's been either affected in a good or bad way by police officers, this is, you get to see the other perspective side. I like that, man.
Yes.
How long? So where'd you meet him, and how long do you know him for?
I known Alex as long as I known Elon.
Oh, for real?
Yes, you get what I'm saying, and I believe he went to the reserves first, and then he became a cop, I believe. And when we was in the Dominican in January, he was down there. I was talking to him.
Oh, you told me. I remember.
Yes, I was talking to him. He was on a different resort. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I was kicking it with him, and I was like, yeah, yo, da da da. And then just the other day, I was going through Facebook, and I was like, let me highlight my man. You know what I mean? And see what's up, see how he's doing and whatnot. So. Like I said, I want to bring him on and we're going to talk and, everybody get to shoot shit.
I like
mean?
it.
And he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He reminds me of Sauce. He's like a tall Sauce. He's like a Sauce.
No,
he's tall
but
like, yes,
yeah,
he's big
but
like
he's
Sauce.
just tall like Sauce.
He's tall like Sauce.
But he's not like Sauce.
Sauce is a nice guy, man. He's got a big heart, man.
But Sauce is on a league of its own.
Boy, that's a whole different, I mean, but meeting Sauce, come on, that's a nice dude.
Well, dude, Sauce is my boy, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But when Sauce looks at a group of girls and says, "Do you guys want shots?" and they say no, and he goes, "Pick up your tits."
Whoa. No, that's just the way he was feeling at the time, I guess.
Yeah, but then you just cock block yourself with all of them.
Yeah, he pretty much cock blocked everybody.
I'm like, yo, he's Bam's boy. I mean, yeah,
he's Bam's boy.
You met him 3 days ago.
That's his friend.
Sauce is an absolute animal, man. Yeah, see, no one can be like Sauce. I agree with you, man. Diaz, Diaz. Do you remember everyone's leaving the same day, right? The Russians are leaving the day after. So is Carm.
Yes.
And so we say bye to Mel and Carlos Diaz. Diaz, thank you, man. Always, that's my boy. This is one of the the nicest people ever. I wish, Diaz, straight from my heart, man, right on the podcast, man. I wish the best for you all the time, bro. Thank you for always listening. But Diaz and Mel say bye. And they're like, we'll see you. And they send us a picture with him, Mel, and Sauce. And Sauce never made his first flight, bro. He was supposed to leave before. And he's like, look what I found here.
It's crazy because he was the first one on the resort.
Yes,
and he came from the furthest place on the planet.
I'd love to get him on to tell that story. So he left from Australia. Mm-hmm. Landed somewhere in California.
Mm-hmm. Ended up in Boston.
Whoa. But he had drug charges like years ago that he got pardoned for. Mm-hmm. So he got thrown with the terrorist-looking motherfuckers. Then he missed his flight. Mm. Then he flew to Boston. Mm-hmm. Was it from Boston to Dominican?
Yeah,
or did he not go back to Canada?
No,
it was from Boston to Calgary? No, am I wrong?
No, Boston to Dominican.
Okay. So it was like 30-some hours. Mm. That's crazy, man.
And he still was the first one on. He still was the first one on deck.
Well, he arrived on Saturday, and left on Tuesday or something like that. And his every time, guys. If from where I'm from, when I fly to Dominican, it's 4 hours and 40 minutes, and I am a whiny little bitch on the plane. We're landing. This fucking sucks. Get me another beer. Yeah. Then I talk to everyone. It's like our flight was 7 hours.
Shit,
Well, I'm gonna put I got the food pictures. I'll put that up next time. And then they talk to the guys. Oh, we came from Vancouver, 6.5 hours. I'm like, talk to the Russians. It was like 13 hours. Yep. I'm like, I'm the closest motherfucker to Dominican, but I cried the most. Yep. Why is that? Is that just my character?
That's just you, man.
That's just me. You. If I flew in 8 minutes, I'd probably still whine.
Yep.
Probably. Gotta wait in line when I get off the plane.
I had to go through all this bullshit to get on the plane.
I have to carry my luggage. Beers are fucking $4 American. Is that what I would do for real? Yeah. Fuck, my character sucks.
I'll tell you.
Fucking,
but there's a good side to that. You get on the plane, fucking $4 American for a fucking beer.
On the plane? No, that's off the plane.
Oh, off the plane. On the plane?
I've never looked at the receipt on the plane, bro.
Okay. Well, either way it goes, once you 4 or 5 beers in, that plane ride.
They don't let you get 4 or 5 beers in.
And that's the problem.
I got 3 max. I remember getting 2 each. When I brought my parents, it was the last time. I got 2 each. Mm-hmm. And I guess because we've been flying enough, so I think the stewardess remembers me, right? So I give her a nod, and I'm like, "You get another beer?" She didn't even charge me. She just chucked it to me. She said, "Yeah, no problem."
Yeah, there you go. But they won't let you get the 4 or 5 beers in because once you get the 4 or 5 beers in, it becomes a different plane. It becomes a different plane.
How did you guys get fucked up in the front that time in Cuba?
Because of fucking
Jules.
Jules.
Yeah, but how'd you get so many drinks?
Because Jules is Mr. ADD. They looking at this man, and he's constantly twitching and he wiggling nothing against Jules.
Yeah.
Like he just,
I love Jules,
he's one of those dudes who, he can't sit still too long. You get what I'm saying? So he's on the plane. Yo, bam, you want a drink? I'm like, all right, cool. He's like, okay, let's get 2 of those.
Can you explain to the people who it was you and Jules in the front seat, right?
We're in the front of the plane.
And there's a dude in between you guys.
Yes, there's a guy. It's me.
John Lovett.
John Lovett, the guy looked like French dude, looked like John Lovett and Jules, and he reaches over in front of him, and go, "Bam, want a drink?" I say, "Okay, cool." Boom, boom, boom. We start drinking. By the end of the plane ride, John Lovett is buying us drinks. That's how we got fucked up. You get what I'm saying? It's like, boom, he bought me and him around. Then he bought me, him, and John Lovett around. Here, have a drink. Boom, boom, boom. And that was it. It was over.
So you guys just kept getting drinks? Though?
Kept getting drinks.
Because you guys are in the front, so you guys are irritating them, and they're like, shut them up. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm in the wing, right? That plane ride, I'm in the wing area.
Yes.
I'm in the window seat. There's a Spanish lady next to me, and I guess it was her son. And I mean the Spanish lady's old, and her son's older than me still. Okay, they're an older people.
Right.
And this stupid fucking woman, that's being polite, used the middle seat as a captain's seat. Hogging all the armrests while my face and body are squished up against the window. And all I want to yell is puta.
But the waitress, but the stewardess knew the more Julius drank, the more relaxed he got. You get what I'm saying? He stopped moving so much. You know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Put a fucking Valium in his shot and he's good to go.
But that was a real good trip.
Dude, I was
Julius
jealous.
and-
You know, I don't get jealous too often, maybe 4 times a year. That was one of them. Like, I got off the plane and you guys are doing the, yo, I'm fucking in it. And I was like, this isn't fucking happening. How the fuck did this
Man,
happen?
that was a good trip with Julius and Ivan. Like it was a good trip. It was a good trip. you know?
Yeah, no, it was great. But I just that's what I mean. It's, I always sit for some reason. I'm always in the middle of the plane. I don't get those fucking. I get the 2 or 3 beers, and I get it. You can't get a fucking wild plane. You can't.
No, you don't get it too wound up, but
No, I
it'd
get
be
it.
nice
But
to get.
it is
It'd be nice to get a little.
Have
buzz.
you ever seen a receipt of how much these beers cost? I've never, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
too
looked
scared.
At it, man. I looked
Okay,
at
don't
it.
say it. Don't say it.
I'm
Don't
not.
say it.
I'm not. It's honestly, it's not too bad, but it's like, ooh, okay, let's just hurry the fuck up.
How
Fly
many
this
beers
bitch a little faster.
Dude, there's
you know
times
what
where
I mean?
I bought this older lady beside me on the way up with a beer one time, and it was bad. It was like her and I were drinking. And her husband wasn't a cool dude though. He had a couple beers, and every time the lady'd be like, "You want the receipt?" And I was like, "Never in my life." Like, do not ruin.
The beginning of this trip.
Yes, the beginning. Because on the way back, I'm not fuck. I'm half dead. But the beginning, don't be like, you know what I mean? Because you're like, oh my god, I can't go doom buggying.
Yeah.
I ain't renting a scooter. You know what I mean? So
And you know, the next trip, Joe.
What's up?
We gotta go to the fucking cave club.
that's Dominican though.
It don't matter.
Okay,
Where
it's called Imagine.
Imagine. We got to do that, and we got to do the Congo Bongo. We got to go at least once.
Okay, so next time we go to Dominican, those are the 2 things. No matter what we have to do,
Yeah, we got to go.
guys. I don't care. Paige won't go in an hour and a half into the podcast, so I'm not worried about it. You can't invite her. She's gonna say no to everything.
Well,
You want to
know
step
what?
foot off the resort? No.
This is brocation thing.
Yeah. No. So Coco Bongo has to be done.
Mm-hmm.
So that has to be an annihilation.
Yep.
And Club Imagine. I always thought Club Imagine was just the fact that I have to imagine that I was there. You know, because I've never been. You know what I mean? Because it's been like 1,000 fucking times I've been trying to get there, and there's always we do what it is. We have to find out what night that we like the hip hop.
That's true.
Because we were so drunk on when we came back from our expedition on the boat that everyone was down to go, and then they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be more Spanish music." I was like, "Fuck, I already did 7 fucking days of this." You know what I mean? I was like, "Nah."
I believe it was techno night.
No, it was Spanish music, bro.
Spanish
As
night?
Diaz, yeah, we were like, so, because we're almost gonna buy the tickets. I'm like, well, what kind of music? Oh, it's more day. I was like, nah. And it's not that I hate it. It's just 7 days constantly of it. You kind of want to have one night of just your own stuff,
Something
right?
Techno,
So yeah.
hip hop, whatever. Right?
But Club Imagine. But if you go to Cuba, what else do you have to do? So that's that's Dominican. So you do Club.
Cuba was, what is it? La Isla or something?
La Salsa.
La Salsa. Oh,
So you want to do that again?
We gotta go back, bro.
Twist my arm.
We gotta go
Twist
back.
it.
Man. I ain't never seen a club so packed in my life.
On a Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never seen it so packed in my life. You know,
On a Tuesday with a lineup.
it was nuts.
We got to bring a
It was-
Spanish guy with us, though.
No. You know how many English people was in there?
No, I'm talking about to talk to the fucking bouncer so we can get in for $8 or something.
No, okay, yeah, that's true.
That's what I mean. La Salsa was down. Yeah, I do that again in a heartbeat. I want to stay at an Airbnb in Havana.
Yeah,
There's that other nightclub on the Veradero Strip that was down.
that was nice.
That we didn't
Beatles
end up
bar
with.
was good too. I like the Beatles bar. I had a good time. You know.
I think, I think it was only one night hip hop. Yeah, and I think it might have been a Thursday down at Club Imagine. Yeah, you're probably right. You know, let's be realistic. Like, how much fucking hip hop could they play? It's gonna be like, you know,
Right. Only gonna be so much.
you know what I mean? I get it. Cuba, yeah, you weren't there when you rented the scooters and shit, so you
No,
need to
I
try
didn't
that.
go there. Mm-hmm.
And Tony, our boy Tony, man, Tony.
Pizzeria.
The pizzeria, he was our tour guide. I wish he was still doing that shit. You know, I'd send a ton of people over there. I've never seen hospitality
Like this, yeah.
like this. This dude was the shit, man. It was down. But yeah, those are two. Yeah, definitely. But Big Estate wants to come to Cuba with us, so
There you go. So
and we're gonna twist Tora's arm. She's coming with us.
there you go. You know.
We're gonna get her to bug DJ. I didn't want to say this. I wanted to be like, did a fucking DJ actually say no to her? I'm like, us, I understand. You know what I mean? Like, her? I was like, God damn, man. These DJs must have been on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Bam, what are you up to this weekend?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be writing this weekend.
Now, can you let Kate, Tora ain't on, can you tell her what you're going to hit her up for? Tell us.
Nope.
This is all mean. This is my fucking co-host.
See, the problem is, if it don't work, then I don't put it out there, right? You see what I'm saying? So
Then
if I don't actually get what I'm looking for,
And guess
right?
whose fault would that be?
You know, so
Not yours.
well,
A lot
still,
of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. You know, that girl. You know, she's busy. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So,
she's cool as fuck. I do appreciate her being on. Dude, she's at work when she's on. That's dope.
you know,
But so you're working on some more music?
yes, I'm gonna be writing. I'm starting to finish up all.
So
all
what's
rest
the
of
deal? How is Scotty Stunt's Bamboo track still not out?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
See, these people think I heard some of this stuff. I don't hear nothing.
No, that's Alex who gets to hear the stuff, people.
Hold on a sec. What?
Alex get to hear some of the stuff. You get to hear some of the stuff too.
But I didn't
You
hear
know?
the Scotty Stunt's Bamboo one.
No, yes, yeah, actually, you did. You heard it with the hook on it. You know.
Interesting.
You
Now,
heard it
you know what I got to do? You know when I sit back and I go through my memory bank? Like when I went to find out what Jerry was.
Jerry Black, Jerry the Black.
How do you feel about Jerry Black stealing your name?
You know what? It's cool.
How about you? How about you come up with a new name, Jerry Super Black? No.
No, I was looking. I was like,
Nah, that's dope though.
Jerry the Black. I was like,
So he follows you, and this is how you.
you know, he
that
followed me. He followed me today.
And then today, so did you kind of give a chuckle? Did Joey make this fake profile?
No. I looked at Jerry Black. You know, let me check him out. You know, check out his profile. And he's like, oh, no.
That's
boom, boom,
dope,
boom.
man.
I just had him send a message to see where he is exactly. Right.
That's
You know?
nice. That's nice. See, Jerry Black's a nice guy. You know, this douchebag that told me to shut the fuck up. Not so nice. People, be nice on Instagram. I will bump into you. I will find you.
The fact that you talking about the kid is a great thing.
It's
you know.
funny. Come on, it was kind of funny. I
It
was
was.
mad about an hour and a half ago.
I was like, he said, what?
I was
Shit.
fucking mad. I was like, what the fuck?
You know?
It's like, because I'm not used to humans speaking to me this way. You know what I mean? I was like, this fucking happened, man. Anyways, we need to get Carmen back on the show. I have a beautiful Carmen clip. It's a beautiful clip.
Yes.
And then I don't know if you guys saw the one. Let me come up with that one again. Let me YouTube. I don't know if you guys. There's no other clip of Carm, man. He's the man. I need to. Why is nothing ever working? Nothing ever works for me. Do you remember what episode Carm was on with that one? No.
No, I don't remember what episode that was on. Give me a second. Let me let the dog out, bro.
Yeah, let the dog out. Guys, if you ever yeah, you have a chance. Carm's on a beautiful clip. If you actually don't want to watch the whole fucking interview, it's dope. You just got to go to the end and click on it. Attack of the Jer Bear. Yes, Black Jer Bear, bro. Only mean, if you guys see what Alex posted, only mean Alex understand what this means. That's dope, though. Hold on a sec. I am trying to find an episode of... Fuck, man. I wish I should have kept that video. I should play it after every end of Carm Staying Alive video. Oh, man. It's not this one. It's not that one. Nope. Oh, I found it. Episode 48. Episode 48. Just, the interview is funny. It's always funny when Carm and DJ went up, a.k.a. Alex. You know, come on. It's always a fun episode. But if you actually scroll to the end, right before the credits, it's fucking hilarious. Diaz he totally agrees with me. It's dude, fucking Bam almost fell off his chair. My dad loved that fucking clip of Carm doing the Staying Alive. So it's episode 40. Oh, sorry. Yeah, episode 48.
48?
Yeah, 48. It's us shooting the shit, old school, the boys. It's usually those times. You know, we have great interviews, but the shooting the shit with the boys, it's usually pretty stupid, and I mean that in a good way.
Yes.
It's really good. It's really hilarious. But if you go through it and you're bored a little bit, fuck it and fast forward it to the end, right before the credits. And it has to, I'm sorry, if you're listening to this on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and all that other stuff, you have to see it in
You
video.
have to
So
see
you
it. You
have to watch it on YouTube. I'm not trying to push you guys on YouTube or anything else. I'm just letting you know it's a visual thing. And actually, if you rewind it just a little bit before that, because we played it twice, Carm wasn't very impressed when we played it the second time. He's like, nah, really? And I was like, fuck yeah. He's lucky I don't end the show with that video. Great sport, though. Great sport.
Definitely.
Great sport. You know, great guy and everything. So, bam. We're fucking. It's been a busy month, man. We got to thank everyone. I like to thank you personally. You know, putting up with all this shit too.
Thank you very much.
We're gonna finish the year strong. We're gonna have a different, not a different format, but a different schedule. It might be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because Thursday, all our episodes they air. Not all of them at once.
On Let's Battle.
One by one at Let's Battle Canada.
At 8.
Let's Battle TV
Thursday.
Canada.
Yes,
on
Let's
Thursdays
Battle
at 8.
TV.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So. Alex sent me a video of Bam. Yeah, I'll show Bam that, but I'm not putting that on the air because, by the way, you're going to hell for that one, Alex. Just letting you know, I'm not friends with God.
Put that back up again.
But I'm not.
Okay, got it. All right.
You got that?
Boom.
I'm gonna send it to you.
No, send it to me. Well, after.
Oh yeah, of course, dude.
Yeah.
No.
yeah.
If you think I'm bad, that comment, people. If you guys figure, oh, it wasn't you. Yeah. I'll snapshot the text, motherfucker. This guy's going to hell. I thought at VIP. I knew a guy ahead of me in line in hell. I found out it was Alex. Waving at me, being like, "Yo, bro, I'm over here," you know. And I'm like, "No, this way." But it's pretty funny. Come on, Alex, that's too far, man. That's too far. But yeah, no, big. It's been a great year. I'd like to thank everyone. I like where things are leading, guys. Please, you got front row seats. Yeah, you do, buddy. Yeah, you do. Bam, you're doing an excellent job. I love how we've come from here to there. You know what I mean? It's dope. You know, Carlos is on with us with Snipes Luciano. Carlos will be on with us again with Sophia Shy.
Right.
And Carlos has been extremely busy popping out kids and grabbing puppies. Got a new puppy, a little sausage wiener dog. People might think it's cute. I actually, for the first time in a very long time, actually think a fucking puppy's ugly. It's a little ugly, but whatever. That's just fucking me. I don't know. People might think I'm a hater, but I don't like the fucking dog. It's just I don't even like wiener dogs. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird, but so when he gets on the show, we're gonna rag him on the fact that he has 1,000 kids and a dog. So we have to give him a little bit of a Dr. Phil, which is called DJ Duss and Bamboo edition. Smack Carlos around. You know what I mean? Being like, just because you got a dog don't mean your life's going to be fixed. It's actually more fucked up than it was yesterday. Ooh. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And I love how I got tagged into some that I have no fucking idea what it was, because that's what happens. Bam, and I'm not trying to be rude to anyone that's listening. Since you've been on the podcast, do you get more tracks people want you to hear? Stuff like that, beats, etc.?
No, not really, because I'm very keep to myself, right? But a lot of people, when I do get to see him, talk to him, and stuff like that, I get more intrigued and I go look for their stuff and stuff whatnot.
And I love it. It's something I like. My opinion means a lot to someone, and I respect that to death. Like, thank you. You know what? And I'm probably not even the right guy they should send it to, but. Guys, don't get disrespected. I am fucking 40-some hours a week, and I work my ass off on the podcast. So sometimes I look at it thinking I'm going to listen to it later, and I just don't. So I don't want no one to be offended by it. I will try to get to it.
I mean, I get a couple of tracks here and there. Don't get me wrong. Flawless. That boy just pumping out beats like it's water. You know what I mean?
Dude, Kato Crates, bro, with me. The Kato Crates is like, dude, the guy, 4 or 5, there was like 3 or 4 beats in one. Like, dude, it was like early afternoon. You woke up and...
It's like, I don't know how they do it, man.
That was what I was gonna ask you.
He'd be like, I cooked this up this afternoon. Okay, what's all the seasonings you got in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Congratulations to that's definitely flawless Kato Crates. Definitely some fire. And you know what? And it's motivating, bro. It's motivating. Whatever you need to do in life, it's motivating knowing that someone's like that working that goddamn hard.
Yep.
It's really cool though. Anyways, we're going to end the show. I want to throw a shout out. I haven't had a chance to do this from our boy Cedric, Sweet Skills TV.
Sweet Skills.
Like to put that shout out for him. You know what I mean? Bam, when are you sneaking into Ottawa asking for Alex?
Soon as they loosen up, bro.
Loosen
you know
up?
what I mean? As soon as they loosen up.
Are we gonna go around the city interviewing and harassing humans?
That's right.
And then editing it and putting it on the new podcast?
That's right.
I like it, man.
You
All
know?
right, bro. You know what, man? I had a couple drinks in. I had a really great time with Tora. Alex, thank you for calling.
Yep.
Carlos Diaz, thank you for fucking messaging and commenting, and everyone else that also commented. Jer Bear, that is fucking fantastic. Do it
That's
week
right.
in and week out. The Jer Bear is
Actually,
here.
that was Shauna. That was Shauna Beck.
Shauna's a sweetheart,
that was
right?
the wife's best friend. Yep. Mm-hmm.
She's a sweetheart. We really do.
Actually,
appreciate
I
that.
believe Logan.
Yeah, you had a
too.
couple.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
let me
believe
look.
Logan spoke too.
We're not gonna let anyone else. Let's go back up, man.
You know.
You know.
Oh, Tara too. Wow. Okay. There you go. There
Yeah.
you go. You know.
Tara. You got the little
There's Shauna,
shot with
yeah.
the bear here. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got Logan right here, brother.
There you go. You know.
Logan, mad
You know,
respect.
I play Call of Duty with Logan.
How come you don't play with me?
Well, Logan, me and me, he's here. You busy. You want to play tonight? We can play tonight.
I don't know. I gotta update some shit, man. Maybe tomorrow.
All right.
Because I literally, you know how those updates work, right?
You ain't gonna get it until tomorrow.
It's like update today, you're fucked for 2 days. How can you? Just off topic, real quick, and I'm really sorry for everyone to drag this on a little longer. But how can you buy a kid a birthday gift or a Christmas gift of a video game, knowing that he opened it with joy, and you ain't playing that shit till Tuesday?
That's the best part, because he's smiling and happy, and
then it
sitting there
says
going,
loading, and it says
I ain't got to deal
1%.
with this shit for 2 days.
It says 1%. 3.5 hours later, it's at 8%.
Yep, take forever.
And I'm
bro.
like, and another question with loading: why is it when it hits 99%, it's longer than the whole 99% put together?
Yes, just sitting there.
Bullshit. Anyways, video games, fuck you. These PlayStations are $1,000. Load that shit up quicker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck that.
All right, man. Shout out from Sweet Scales.
Yes.
Thank you very much, boys. Thank you everyone for listening. Shooting the Shit podcast. Me and
Yeah.
Bamboo, we out.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Cedric from Sweet Scale TV.
Sweet scale, sweet scale, sweet scale.
I just wanted to give a quick shout out to DJ Duss, Bam, CeeLo, and my boy DJ One Up. Thanks for having me on your amazing podcast. Be sure to check out Shooting the Shit podcast every single week. Peace.